Welcome to this short introduction of NightView, one of 5 tools in the NightStar Suite of development tools. NightView is a source-level debugger designed to support the debugging of multiple, multi-threaded programs written in C, C++, Fortran, or Ada, running across multiple cores, even multiple systems. NightView is an entirely configurable tool, allowing the user to create new pages on which he can put any of the information panels available to him. On the page we're looking at here, many of the default information panels are up. On the left, source code. We're looking at C source code at the moment, but with the click of a button I can look at a combination of source code and assembly language, or even just assembly language. We will stick with the source code. In the middle, I've got my messages box, so any communication the debugger wants to make with me will happen here. Upper right are event points, so any of the event points that we might set, including, and for instance, just breakpoints, will show up in the event points. We can keep track of them, we can enable them, disable them, so forth. In this tabulated area, we have on top our local shell, so this is where I might start a program as I normally would from a shell. Of course, I can always attach to a running process. The Context tab is showing me the context of the debugger at the moment. So if I, for instance, pop down to below my thread creates and do a run to here, and one more, there we go. My threads have now all been created, and I can look at the various contexts. The one highlighted in red is the one we're looking at, and I can look at others just as easily. I have the ability to look at expressions, so I can ask for just a print of that expression. It'll show up in my messages area. If it's something I want to keep track of, I can ask that to be displayed, and I'll get another tab where what I've asked to be displayed will always be available. And then finally my locals tab. So as I move around from thread to thread, my locals tab will reflect what I'm looking at there. Further down, the command line, many dozens of debugger commands available at the command line, but those used most frequently are up here on top in icon form. Of course, start, pause, next over, in other words, execute the next line, whether it's a single line or a routine. Step into, so stepping into a routine. Finish, so having stepped in, if you want to basically just skip the rest and jump out the other side. Run to here, I use that, a one-time breakpoint. Step and next and step at the instruction level, up a frame, down a frame, kill, rerun, interrupt, and then the various event points that we support. Breakpoints, of course, patch points, the ability to patch code in the debugger without even stopping the program. Monitor points, the ability to track the values of things as the process runs unencumbered by stopping the debugger. Trace points. Our Night tracing tool allows you to put user trace points in your code. You may set those trace points from within NightView. Heat points for debugging memory, watch points, address traps, and syscall points. Basically, it gives you the ability to break on any system call or any set that you've defined. NightView is a full-featured debugger designed by Concurrent with much input from our real-time customers. Watch this space for other short demos of NightView features.